Hello everyone, and welcome to a match between P4 and GTT. Today we're going to be watching this match play out, and we're going to see how it goes. First off, just to let everyone know, my name is Radnor, and I will be casting this match. I'm glad to have you guys here, and let's get into this. Okay. First, we're going to start up here. We've got
30 seconds to battle.
GTT THD playing Pudge, and we have Natalie playing Crystal Maiden. We also have GTT playing Warlock, as well as he will be in mid, and it looks like we have Nose as Lifestealer, and Sunderbro as Rubik. As for the Radiant team, we have Smoonstyle as Shadow Demon. We have Z-Had3 as Queen of Pain. We have an Ayanami as Tidehunter, and Kyo as Gyrocopter. They're all going down to the Radiant Jungle right now. And up top we have Legend as Darkseer. Looks like we're going to have a tri-lane. My guess is Queen of Pain is going to end up going mid. And the tri-lane for Radiant will be
The battle begins for good.
Tidehunter, Shadow Demon, and Gyrocopter. To be met with Pudge and Crystal Maiden on Dire's bottom lane. We do have Warlock going mid lane, and up top we've got Lifestealer and Rubik. So it looks like it's going to be a 2-1-2 for the Dire, and it looks like it's going to be almost like a 3. Yep, Darkseer's going back top. He just was coming down maybe for some potential harassing of the mid lanes. Yeah, we'll just keep an eye on last hits here and see how it goes. And as we see, there's already and Ayanami with Tidehunter drew first blood against Pudge. So that's not gonna help your standings at all as the match proceeds, but again, it is very early on, and anything can pretty much happen as we come out here. Queen of Pain is getting some good harassment here in the middle lane. Warlock's definitely giving her the what's to. She does have some tangos though. She should be able to hide from Warlock. And she's under the tower and the trees, so I don't see that going too badly for her. Warlock took some good damage as well. He will be healing up though. I mean, he has 5 branches and tangos today, as well as he's already got 2 points in his shadow board. So we'll just keep an eye on the charts and see how everything goes. Up top, we've got Darkseer is going into the jungle. Looks like he's trying to come around on Rubik. Puts on his iron shells. Ooh, nice. He's trying to take out the camp right under Rubik's back. And he did a good job, stealing a lot of experience and a lot of gold from the Dire's Rubik. And Queen of Pain did just go down in the middle lane from Warlock.
Last tower is doing its best, but it doesn't look good.
They are going to go on to Darkseer, and even with the surge, he's a hard character to bring down. With that surge, he can get out, and he had some tangos in his pack, so he was able to do some quick healing up and survive that battle. Back down on the bottom, we see Gyrocopter just getting his farm. He is at 9 CS. He's got 4 denies. The only person above him is Darkseer, who currently has 15. But as you saw, a lot of that was from the jungle. It's a very aggressive Darkseer up top. He is. Oh, he's got telekinesis out and open wounds. They're probably going to end up taking him down here. He's trying to do as much damage and harassment as he can, and he's going to surge, but it's no good. He's taken down by Rubik with one last final click. And here comes Tidehunter just to give some harassment of Nakes, just to, you know, push him back and to keep the creep wave from advancing. It looks like it's going to be a nice and exciting match here. We've got Pudge and Crystal Maiden on the heels of Shadow Demon. Let's see where they go. Oh, and there's the Courier. Nice Greevil. As you can see, there is some warding done, so this ward should be close enough to keep this camp from actually being able to be stacked. And Shadow Demon puts himself in a defensive. Oh, here comes the Rot. And Queen of Pain comes in with a blink, doing some heavy damage. Crystal Maiden is definitely hurting. She's going to go down here, as well as Pudge. Gyrocopter took down Pudge as well, and it looks like Queen of Pain will be picking up the haste room. So, exchange didn't quite go the way they had planned. Originally, Pudge had tried to take down Crystal Maiden, with Crystal Maiden to take down the Radiant side, but as you saw, it didn't work out the way they had planned, and they just weren't keeping an eye on that Gyrocopter, who is getting good farm. As you can see, we've got some good exchanges going on. It's anyone's game though, because as you know, Gyrocopter is a late game as well as Lifestealer, and I mean, there's no saying what can happen in the late game. As you can see, Darkseer is doing a good job getting his last hits, and comes out a Golem on the mid lane. Warlock has taken a good amount of damage, so he called forth his Golem. He's going very aggressive. He is level 7.
Middle tower is under attack. That's not gonna hold.
That's a very unique build I see here. He literally has 1 point in his chaotic offering of the Golem, and the rest of his points are in Shadow Word. He has no other skills. We'll see how that'll pay off for him. He's able to do some good quick damage to the Queen of Pain. She barely survives with 17 HP. She's probably just going to stay in the trees, because if she gets caught out, she doesn't have any health to play with. Even with that bottle, she's only brought up to 175 health. Yeah, she's running from... Oh. Not only does the Golem go down, but she blinks out to safety. Crystal Maiden, level 3. Pudge is level 3. I mean, you can see the level difference. You got Darkseer at level 7, Warlock at level 7, Queen of Pain and Gyrocopter at level 6, as well as Lifestealer. And you've got your supports at levels 4 and 3. So, I mean, nothing too big. There have been some kills put into the game so far. The team to watch out for is once this Pudge gets up in levels and he gets dismembered. Oh, and we have a call down. The call down looks like it missed. So, and the hook just barely missed Gyrocopter here on the bottom lane. So, I mean, some pretty okay exchanges. No one's really getting too much in the way of kills, but as you can see here, we've got warding from the Radiant side. They're trying to keep an eye on what this Dire team is doing. As of right now, I don't see any wards from the Dire side. I see no wards on the table, so that's a little sad. They should get some wards out here soon, just to be able to keep an eye. You want to know where the other team's at all times, and if not, it could really, really set you back. And as you've seen, there have been some failed gank attempts from the Dire side, just because they didn't have... And as you can see, we've got some teleporting into the top lane. It looks like they're going to go... They're going to go on this top tower. Even without wards, you can see Rubik is skirting up into the trees. They know what's coming, and it's only just a matter of time. And
Dire's top tower
there
is under attack. Oh, that's got Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Lifestealer has
not gonna hold.
jumped into a creep, so
Dire's top tower is under
we're
attack.
just going to see him hide there, and Rubik is hiding up in the trees. It looks like he doesn't have a teleport. No, he does not have a teleport scroll, so he just had to wait it out in the trees. But as you can see, this infest was able to keep him alive, and he lived to fight another day and to get some more farms. So, and there's the disruption on top of the screen. And it looks like, the golem got called out and Tide Hunter did go down. That turned around and nobody was really expecting that. And Shadow Demon goes down as well. Wow. What turned out to be an initiation from the Radiant side, the Dire turned it around, got their whole team behind them, and they look like they're going to push for this tier 1 tower.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. About time.
Yeah, that turned around nicely for the Dire. Radiant didn't see it happening, and
that's what that wispy glow around the top.
It looks like they're not even going to be able to get there in time. They are teleporting in.
The Dire's bottom tower doesn't even have arms to defend it. Radiant's
will they be able to deny this tower? We will find out.
Fortification in place. New follower.
And the tower falls,
so
and
Radiant
Rubik
anymore,
steals
turns out.
Shadow Poison. So he was able to give some nice harassment and keep them back, just in time for his team to take the tower. And as you see,
Dire's bottom tower has
Warlock
fallen.
currently has Midas at level 9. Level 4, Crystal Maiden has picked up her boots. She also has wards, so she's able to keep an eye out. Yeah, they've started to keep an eye. As you can see, they're keeping an eye on the rune spot down here. Yeah, that exchange did not go the way Radiant planned, and it definitely hit them by surprise. And they did lose the tier 1 tower due to it. So, and it looks like Rubik just stole another skill. He stole Blink, so he's going to be able to actually initiate here a little bit. But they know that he stole a skill, so they are having someone else teleport up into the middle, just to give some extra defense. And Lifestealer is jungling. He's just getting as much experience as he can. Because, I mean, you see the graph here. Warlock is on top with 58 CS. Darksteer's at 54. Gyrocopter's at 53. This Lifestealer, really, he's got the Midas, but he just needs to get to his armlet. I mean, yeah. Rubik with a haste rune and with Blink. This could be an initiation on Queen of Pain here. She's got to keep an eye out. But they do have Tide Hunter, and it looks like the whole Radiant team is coming to mid. So they're prepared for the potential team fight. Well, up top,
regeneration.
Lifestealer is just getting farm. He's just farming away, getting as much in the way of gold as he can. He's got almost 1,100 gold. Nope. He's got almost 1,000 gold. All he has is a stout shield, treads, and the Midas though. So, I mean... Oh. And Shadow Demon falls in the middle. And call down his mate. Gyrocopter was able to get a call down. And everyone. Pudge fell. Wow. Pudge buys back to come mid just to help keep Rubik alive, but
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
that exchange, they lost a lot of people in that exchange. As you see, the score is 9-8. Radiant, I mean, the Dire currently have an advantage in experience. They did lose a little bit of that advantage in that last fight, as well as they have currently a little less than 1,000 gold experience or gold advantage. Not that much in the way of an advantage. It's pretty even right now.
My hands are tied.
As you can see, Gyrocopter currently does have phase boots and the helm of the Dominator. He's doing a good job at building his farm there. And Crystal Maiden has picked up the Tranquil boots. So, I mean, and again, Pudge and Crystal Maiden. Missed the hook again with Pudge. That's a scary hook to see coming your way, and that's not something you ever want to see.
Radiant's bottom tower
Zooming
is
by
under
your
attack.
head. Let's check out the kills, deaths. Gyrocopter currently has 4 kills, 0 deaths. Warlock has 4 kills, 2 deaths. And there it is. The hook finally catches Shadow Demon, but he puts himself into a defensive disruptor.
Top tower is doing its best, but it doesn't
He's
look
taken
good.
down quickly with both the freeze and the telekinesis from Rubik. There was really no hope for him.
Dire's
1
top
versus
tower
3
is
was
under
not the way
attack.
to
Oh,
play for
that's got to hurt.
Shadow Demon.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen. The Radiant should really do something about that middle tower.
And Lifestealer was able to take down the tier 1 tower up top. He's getting some good farm. He is 3rd currently in the net worth, only by the Midas Warlock, and on top of that is Gyrocopter. So, I mean, we see where the gold is headed. We see that the Dire side is stacking up here in mid, along with the Radiant side. I mean, they're not doing bad though. You've got oh, and there's the hook from but the Ravage comes out. The wall comes out. Darkseer is able to get the wall. Defensive disruption and a call down, as well as okay. Gyrocopter was able to take down multiple people. Queen of Pain walks away, Darkseer walks away, Shadow Demon walks away. The people to go down were Crystal Maiden, Pudge, Rubik, and Warlock. That team fight did not go the way the Dire expected. Queen of Pain barely survived, but with that blink ability and the bottle, oh, they're coming back for more. It's going to be hard to pick up from that. It is now 14 by 9. They are going for the tier 1 tower, but Pudge comes out with Rot, the hook, and Darkseer will fall quickly, along with that Crystal Maiden. She is level 8, and she does have her Crystal Nova up to level 4, so that was a nice damage as well as slow. And the hook misses again from Pudge. So, as you see, he's playing rather aggressively, but not afraid to throw out that hook and get the initiation started. Let's check out the gold graph again. As you see, that last fight swung it in the way for Radiant for experience and for gold because of that last team fight. Oh, and Tidehunter he's going down again. Defensive disruption. Pudge goes down from Crystal Pain, or Queen of Pain. Darkseer is able to take down Crystal Maiden with the wall. He commits the wall to take down Crystal Maiden. Rubik has stolen disruption, so Darkseer will fall. Yep, there he falls. There wasn't a lot of hope for Darkseer getting that. Even with Surge, he wouldn't have been too great. They are pushing up here.
By the gods, the Dire's bottom tower doesn't even have arms to defend itself. What a brave tower.
It looks like they're just going to keep letting that Life Stealer get his
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
farm, and he's going to just teleport back. And here comes the scream from Queen of Pain. And Ravage comes out. Rubik falls. Pudge hooks Life Stealer along with Rot. He falls quickly. And
Dire's middle tower is all alone in the world. Dire's structures are fortified, just like me.
okay, right now let's look at some items. Okay, as you see, the mech is up, along with the arcane boots on Darkseer.
The Radiant's bottom tower has seen better days.
Arcane boots are up on Tidehunter. We've got standard boots on Shadow
Radiant's
Demon.
bottom tower is under attack. I
You've
feel
got
sad
it.
for them.
BKB and Helm of the Dominator on Gyrocopter, so he's ready for some major initiation here. Warlock went straight for the Aghanim Scepter, along with Midas, and as you see, Armlet did come up on Life Stealer. He was able to pick up the Armlet. Plus, you've got the Urn of Shadows on Pudge. As you see, the Dire side does not have. They don't have a mechanism up yet, so they are desperately trying to make sure this tower stays alive. But as you see, as they sit here and get no farm, Life Stealer is doing a great job at keeping his net worth growing. And here comes the Shadow Poison. It will hit a couple of the heroes here in mid. It's only a level 2 Shadow Poison though, so it's not going to be taking down anyone anytime quick. Not with a team of 4 right in the mid lane. So Queen of Pain is going bottom. Most likely to help push out this creep wave and to push towards the tower.
Off with you! Evangelizing for my cause.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Run, little bottom tower, run!
And they're gonna teleport in just to stop the Queen of Pain from pushing the tower with the Life Stealer. Again, he is keeping head of the graph, so I mean, he's gonna be a hard person to hold down. The later this game gets, this Life Stealer is just gonna keep getting stronger and stronger.
Easy.
Really just farming right now. As you can see, there is a Dire ward in the middle. Over here we have both a Dire and a Radiant ward. They both want to keep good track of this lane just to see what's going on. Dire ward is just far enough out of range to not be able to pick up the Radiance ward right here. Sort of unusual way of doing this. They don't seem to want to be able to spread their team apart. They just all want to stay in the middle. The only problem with doing that is as they do that, this gyrocopter is just out stacking the ancients and able to take these down quickly with that flak cannon. I mean, he's getting his farm, and he quickly jumped on the graph. As you see, he's building his way up. He's got 2,600 gold on him right now. We'll see where that goes.
With you. You brought me new minions.
You know, they're all stacked up in the middle. They don't seem to really be doing any initiative. Oh, and here it comes. There it was the Ravage, but Rubik steals the Ravage, and he's gonna take down Tidehunter, as well as it looks like Darkseer fell, as well as Queen of Pain. That wall was committed by Darkseer, but as you see, it looks like Warlock will go down due to the wall. Yes, Darkseer was able to get the kill with the wall to Warlock. Crystal Maiden did commit her
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
freezing field and was able to do some major damage. And it looks like the tier 1 will fall through the middle for the Radiant.
Radiant's middle tower has
And
fallen.
they'll probably push towards the tier 2. No, they're gonna hang back, even with that Aghanim Scepter and the 2 golems. They're working their way towards the tier 2.
The Radiant should really do something about that middle tower. Fortified. Booyah.
But it is fortified, and the Radiant aren't just going to let it go without contesting. As you see, Gyrocopter is here. And Pudge actually fell to the neutral, so it didn't actually count as a kill for the Radiant, which was really smart. That's why he went to the neutral camp. As you can see for kills, oh, hang on. And Warlock falls quickly. He did get the fatal bonds to, it looks like, the whole team, and they are taking some pretty good damage from it, but not enough to get it down. Crystal Maiden does fall from the Darkseer, as well as Rubik falls to the Darkseer. So they're getting some damage done, even with that fatal bonds on. It wasn't enough to take
Radiant's
them down.
bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is all alone in the world.
And Lifestealer is down at the bottom on the tier 2.
Radiant's bottom tower
Doing
is
some
under
good
attack.
damage, and it looks like there's going to be a teleport
Dire's
in
middle tower now belongs to the
to
Aegis.
Darkseer, but he's going to call in Open Wounds and the Surge. Darkseer is going to surge away,
Middle tower is under
and
attack.
Darkseer was actually
defend
able to get
itself.
the deny, so nice deny there by Darkseer. Didn't see him being able to come in and deny that.
Dire's middle tower is all alone in the world, being attacked.
Darkseer is playing a very dangerous game, but Lifestealer is going to teleport out, and without a hard disable from the Darkseer, he's not going to be able to stop him here. As you see, they're just fighting some illusions up top,
Dire's middle
and
tower is no longer a liability.
the tier 2 falls on the Dire side to the Radiant. So, pretty fair exchange. As you can see in the level graph, 16. Oh, and here comes the homing missile. They're going to be able to hit the Warlock with it. It's going to disable him. The Shadow Poison comes in, and Ravage hits Rubik. Rubik is up, but he uses telekinesis to keep Tidehunter back, as well as he steals. Oh, Pudge barely missed with that, but Rubik does go down even after using the Ravage. The call down was just too much for Rubik, and open wounds has been put on to Shadow Demon, but he's not gonna fall. It actually looks as if yeah, Lifestealer ended up falling. They ended up losing Lifestealer. Warlock used his golems, but it looks as if yeah, Warlock will go down. He brought himself too far in. He wasn't able to get the backup in there. He had overcommitted, and Gyrocopter and Queen of Pain were able to take him down. That exchange, they had started off well, but they had just gone too far in, and instead of backing off, they just continued to push, and it ended up hurting. And let's look at some items here, see where everyone's at item-wise. As you can see, Ags and Mech are up on Darkseer. Got an Oblivion Staff on Queen of Pain. Oh, and you do have the Talisman of Evasion on Gyrocopter. Down on the Dire team, you've got the Veil of Discord on Warlock, as well as the Aghanim Scepter and the Midas. We do have a Mjolnir out on Lifestealer, as well as Drums out on Rubik. So he's able to give some nice movement and attack speed to the team. And Pudge just picked himself up a Staff of Wizardry, so we'll see where that goes. Just a little bit of harassment, but Queen of Pain had the haste rune, so not too much fear there. The Ravage comes in and takes down Warlock. The wall is committed. Queen of Pain commits the scream. Pudge hooks the Rubik just to bring him further in. But they're not done. The vacuum is committed. Rubik falls to Queen of Pain. She blinks in. They're going to hit Pudge. She's going to keep running under the Tier 3 tower. But they're going to follow him all the way to the base. They're not going to let him go. They blink in. The flat cannon, yeah, they just weren't going to let him get away. The mech heals them up nicely, even though they are in the team base. They just were not going to let him walk away free. And
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Since they're here, they're just going to go ahead and attack the Tier 3 tower. So Crystal Maiden is going to come up and use the Frost Nova, but really not in a good place. Homing missile comes in. Lifestealer comes in, but the Tier 3 does fall. The Rax will probably end up standing. Looks like Tidehunter is going to fall. Actually, Darkseer ends up taking him down. But and Darkseer is going to end up getting away due to vision. They lost vision of Darkseer. That was
bottom tower has seen better days.
That was a nice escape from
Dire's top tower
Darkseer.
is under attack. Oh, that's got to hurt.
And it looks like Pipe's being picked up on top of Blink for Tidehunter. So he's working towards a pipe, and we'll see that coming up. He's got a little bit of going before he can acquire that, but
I'll be chopping up double damage.
and you see the
Radiant's middle
golem
tower is under attack.
fall into the Roshan.
That's not gonna hold.
And she did go for Orchid with that Oblivion Staff, so she's going to be able to silence some of the Dire team and see if they can shut them down. But and they are attacking a Pudge along with the Blink, and the Ravage is committed. And Darkseer is going on the Rubik. He uses the vacuum. One more hit from Tidehunter, and they're able to take him down. Lifestealer's going to fall here. He didn't have anywhere to go. He had already used his rage. His rage had worn off. And now they're just going to clean up the Crystal Maiden. She's going to try to teleport away, but the damage just couldn't be handled. She falls quickly to Darkseer. Darkseer's
Dire's middle barracks are under attack. Oh shit.
Darkseer is doing good. And it looks like they are going to lose their racks here. So
Attention choppers.
mid-racks is down.
Under attack. Dire's middle barracks shall be remembered.
Yep. And the middle racks are down. So as you can see, even with Gyrocopter and Darkseer, they are leading the gold graph.
Dire's top tower
Warlock
is under
and Lifestealer have fallen underneath, and it looks like we might have a Radiant going for Roche here.
Best, but it doesn't look good.
Yep. They're just going to
Dire's top tower has fallen in battle.
take a bigger advantage if they take this Roche. And it doesn't even look like the Radiant's able to contest. We got 20 seconds until Warlock's back up. The rest of the team is up, but I mean, once Gyrocopter came in here, he does have his butterfly, he does have his phase boots.
Dire's bottom tower.
Orchid was committed on Warlock. He goes down as disruption was used on Gyrocopter.
Was never my favorite.
They're going for the Lifestealer. Even with the blink, yeah, Lifestealer's gonna fall. There was nowhere he could have gone. With the Tidehunter with the blink dagger, they're gonna go back in and just clean up Rashawn. See, Rashawn falls quickly to that Gyrocopter. He's getting the farm. And Gyrocopter does pick up.
By the gods, the
pick up the Aegis.
Tower
so
doesn't even have arms to defend itself. What a brave tower!
As you see here, they are pushing the tier 3 on bottom. They're just cleaning up here. The Radiant side is not afraid to get in there, and they're probably going to take the racks here with Lifestealer and Warlock both on cooldown. The racks go down, the Scream is committed. They're just taking down. The bottom racks are gone. Remember, this Gyrocopter has the Aegis, so it's going to be hard to take him down. Not only does he have the Aegis, but he's got great farm. He's got Demon Blade up, so he calls the call down. He's able to take down Crystal Maiden and Pudge with the call down. Ravage is used. Darkseer is able to take down Warlock. Gyrocopter is able to take down Rubik. It's a team wipe. That's the good game. They're not going to be able to come back. Yep. There comes the GG. The game is over. Good job to Pivor on the Radiant side. Great team play. They were able to come in and do what they had to do. They kept getting the farm when the Dire team started nice, but their error came in the fact that when they should have been getting more farm in the mid lane, they decided to team up, get 4 people together, and they stopped getting that farm that they preciously needed, and they let the Radiant continue to get farm with their Gyrocopter as well as their Darkseer. They just kept building farm and kept getting beefier and beefier, and you see what happens. They got the blink on the Tidehunter, who was not afraid to blink in and use that Ravage. They did a great job. The pipe was up. They were able to block against a lot of magic damage there. That was a good play by Pivor. They just did not quit on the farming when it looked like the rest of the teams had, you know, bunched to the mid lane. And thank you for tuning in. My name is Radnor. Glad to have you guys here. This was my first cast. Hope to see you guys soon, and good night.